Welcome everyone. This is RF Rodney Fisher with RF Sports Radio. You guys can see we're here live in San Antonio for the NBA Finals. Not to talk about the two teams here, but to talk about Carmelo Anthony and his upcoming free agency. Now, when this happens this summer, he's got several options to choose from. Reports out there say he may pick from Houston to Dallas and even Chicago. Now, Chicago to me is the number one fit for Melo. Him with the healthy Derrick Rose along with Joakim Noah will be probably the best big three in the East. And in a conference like that, it's pretty easy to get in the playoffs, and you can make a great run with that team long term if Derrick Rose can return back to health or even to his MVP form that he had before he got hurt. Now, if you look at the Houston Rockets, you've got Dwight Howard and James Harden along with Carmelo Anthony, could be a good fit for him. But the big thing about the Houston Rockets is they are such an immature team at times, and plus, to me, they're not well coached. And I don't know if Melo wants to go through that again, what he went through in New York with an immature team that didn't have a strong enough coach to hold everybody down. He'd have to come in there and be the number one guy and the leader of the team. Now look at the Dallas Mavericks. To me, that's almost the same thing as him going to LA. He's got to pick on going with the aging superstar and staying with him for the next 2 years before he takes over the team. In Dallas, at least he's got a better coach team. He's got Jose Calderon, Monte Ellis, some pieces to build around. And what you saw from Dirk in the playoffs this season, he still wants to win, taking the San Antonio Spurs to 7 games, the only team to ever do that. So, at least in these playoffs, that is. Now, my wild horse here, the long shot, and I repeat long shot, will be him coming to the San Antonio Spurs. If you look at the way the team is constructed, if Duncan does retire, he doesn't pick up his player option for $10 million next season, plus you only have one player signed after the end of next season, which is Thiago Splitter. There could be some restructuring of contracts for Manu Ginobili and also for Tony Parker to bring Carmelo Anthony here to San Antonio. And if you really want to win, what other team has a more championship pedigree than San Antonio? That's be a good fit, I think, for him. So we'll find out what happens this offseason. Still a lot of options on the table. Overall, Carmelo Anthony has several big options to choose from. He really can't go wrong with his choices. So we'll stay tuned and see what happens upcoming. Now, as you guys can see, I got to get ready for Game 5. It could end tonight. Stay tuned right here on RF Sports Radio.